Please go ahead, Suman ma'am.
Welcome back after the break. So we have amongst us Nishchal Kapoor as our first speaker for the session. Mr. Nishchal Kapoor is Vice President and Head of Global Strategy at Tech Mahindra since Feb 2020. He earlier worked with IBM where he was a global cloud practice head and also led their core insurance practice worldwide over his 14-year stint. He is recognized evangelist on digitalization and emerging technologies, where he consulted several Fortune 1000 companies through their organization transformation. He's a telecom engineer, an MBA from Symbiosis. He got his VC certification from University of Maryland, DC, and holds a diploma in digital filmmaking. Also, he is a life coach since 2001, wherein he has been conducting free of cost sessions with corporates and institutions across the world to emotional and mental well being. Welcome, sir. Over to you, sir.
Mm. Thank you so much for the opportunity and such a privilege. I hope I'm audible, right?
You are audible.
Excellent. So thank you so much for the opportunity. It's such a privilege to come and be a speaker at an institution where I've always dreamed of being a student, while I was, pursuing my academic part of life. So certainly an honor, and thank you for having me. Well, my biggest experience with Sage Yoga is on a daily basis. So my tremendous experience with meditation is on a daily basis. So I'm going to talk about three aspects which have touched me personally, not just personally, but personally and professionally both. So, so three aspects which deals with in terms of growth of personal abilities, means your abilities in terms of you as an individual and the qualities that we have, the your growth as a professional, and in terms of how what you need to have to scale the heights of corporate career or entrepreneur career as you would like to pursue going forward. And third and most importantly, how you could be a value add, how you could be a catalyst to the society, how you can make difference to the life of others. So I'm going to kind of split next 15 minutes of my time in terms of covering just my experiences around these three areas. Essentially, as I would say, and you would have experienced this today, that the first realization, first experience of meditation is on the mind side. If you've been through the session this morning, you would know it leads to mental calmness. You would have experienced certain tranquility of thoughts and in terms of clarity of ideas. But what is most important is once the noise, the chatter that is there in our mind ends, the clearness or the visibility of what is important to us, what is our priority starts to emerge. As you would see, whenever you are doing some task, even right now, even if you're attending this session, there are multiple thoughts which are going into your head. So as you are devoting your time right now, your clear most priority is to give your 100% to this session so that you derive something out of it. I've been doing this for over about 20 years now, and there's a journey where I would talk about snippets in terms of how it has helped me, as I said, as a professional, as a personal, as a social being. But while I'm trying to say so, while I'm trying to share something which could be very valuable to you, we lack that discretion in our mind to focus on things which are important for us. So at this even given time, you would be thinking about things which are not so important, not so relevant, and probably not so even real also. Things which have happened in the past, which you could go and do nothing about it, and things that are supposed to come in future that you have no control on. What is important is in present, and that's where the clarity and the priorities lie. So we are not able to focus. Our mind gets delusioned by what is important to us. So as the noise starts to settle, so the first and most important impact which I have had is very early. So in my case, it's a little different. I'll give you my own story. Um, just bear with me 1 second, yeah. Just bear with me. Okay, I was asked to turn on my webcam, so doing that right now.
Yes, sir. Also, sir, if you have a presentation, you can share that. Otherwise, the webcam would do.
Okay. One second, going there. It is asking me to restart the GoToWebinar. So could you bear with me 1 second for the camera to start?
Not an issue. Meanwhile, there's an announcement for all the attendees. So we'll be having all the videos, recorded sessions that we of the sessions that we have been recording on the official YouTube page of IQAC SRCC. So we'll be posting the link of the our YouTube channel on the chat box, and you can just paste and subscribe to it so as to stay updated with all the recorded sessions of all the workshops and webinars that we have had. Thank you. Nishal sir, are you facing any difficulties? Nishal sir, can you hear us? Nishal sir, are you there? Amitabh sir, can you just check with Nishal sir? We are not able to get in touch with him.
We are checking. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Okay, excellent. I joined, but I was on mute. So, all right. Sorry for the disruption. And I can turn on my webcam too, so share my webcam. Look, I think there are some issues with the webcam side, so let's continue with means there's no
Right.
point
Not
reinventing this.
sure, sure.
Okay.
You continue.
Okay, so is sorry, this GoToWebinar is very new for us, and at least me. I'm pretty much used to Zoom and Google Meet and others. So okay, so let's continue down the path because we have limited time here. So I'm saying that three aspects where it helped me personally, professionally, and socially. So personally, as I was saying, that as you start to do this, the first thing that will happen is that the unnecessary thoughts, those unnecessary which create unnecessary unrequired noise in your mind at any given time, and even right now you are experiencing this, there are unnecessary thoughts which are bombarding your mind, and you are not able to 100% concentrate and absorb what's given here. And as you see, we have this habit of kind of fiddling with mobile phones, fiddling with paper, pen, pencil. We need to keep ourselves busy physically because mentally we are not at one place. Mentally we are not alert. So this whole concept of paying attention, which leads to higher productivity, which leads to higher efficiency of human being, that starts to occur as you start to do Sahaj Yoga meditation. And that's what happened to me initially. So when I started doing this in 2001, 2002 time frame, I was kind of going through a phase where I was going through a lot of bad habits, as you would have it. Started smoking at the age of almost when I was an early teenager. Started into alcohol and stuff, being into college and hostel living. And I'm not saying that you have to quit it. We don't say you have to quit to start yoga meditation here. That's not the requirement. But when I started doing this, something changed within me automatically. So on day one itself, when I experienced Sahaj Yoga, I didn't feel like smoking at all. Somebody who's been smoking almost like 10, 12 cigarettes a day for last 15, 16 years, I didn't feel like smoking at all, and I completely quit it. And since then, I never had to force myself to not, smoke or stuff. But just didn't occur to me. So, what it does, first and foremost, first thing that you will start to witness, and that will start to happen starting today and as you continue in later sessions, that first thing, you'll experience mental silence. One, the noise, the chatter will go down, and hence you'll be able to pay more attention to things being done or said to you. That is very, very important in current life because the ability to focus and the ability to grasp or grab from what is being shared with us is lacking amongst masses. The concentration is so poor, and you can't say that I'm going to concentrate, because the more you say I'm going to concentrate, more your mind wanders away. So this is a very natural way to build concentration. So that's the first thing which will happen. Second thing which will happen, which started happening to me, was change in sensory abilities. Change in how my touch, my smell, my tasting abilities all started to improve. So what happens is, you know, given either the birth that we have had, or the family we have been brought up in, or the social stratus we have been living in, or the culture in the family or friend circle, we basically start to align ourselves with that, forgetting what our need is. For example, we are being brought up in 100% vegetarian family. I'm not saying one has to be vegetarian or non-vegetarian. That's a separate debate. All I'm saying is every human being's needs are very, very different. Now, somebody who's very weak, somebody who falls ill very frequently, somebody who has very low immunity, some amount of animal protein is good, like in eggs, available in eggs, animal and available in smaller animals, it's good. I'm not saying that it's not a debate about being a non-veg and veg. All I'm saying is that the need for food is based on a human type. It cannot be, cannot be mass selection that all of us are going to be vegetarian or all of us going to be non-vegetarian. In West, where there are hardly, in some places where we get like 8, 9 months of snow, it's very hard to get vegetables. So many people are meat eaters there. So the human body needs things based on what nutrients that they lack. And what will start to happen is, as you start to do this, there's certain nutrients which your body is deprived of. you'll automatically start feeling to eat it. So your eating habits will change. Your sensory abilities for you able to feel something means I was able to sense and feel things much faster. You know, my ability to distinguish between fragrance improved drastically. So your sensory organs start to improve very tremendously. And I'll tell you my own example. You know, when I was in third grade, I still wear contact lenses. I'm myopic by my eyesight. So I was like minus 9.5 when I was in grade 3. Today, at the age of 46, 45, turning to be 46 next year, I am minus 6. So I've actually reduced as I have progressed my age, which is a complete opposite of what happens to people given their eyesight as they start to grow old. So a reversal of the phenomena has started to happen. You know, means, and I have improved minus 3 points, minus 3.5 points as I have aged. And every year when I get my eyes checked, my numbers is improving, my eyesight is improving, which is contrary to what happens to people at this age. And one more thing which you'll see that, you know, meditation, again, a physical manifestation. I'm not talking physical manifestation. You know, as you would have noticed, you know, if you meditated this morning, if you did Sahaj Yoga meditation this morning, the breathe rate, the amount at which we breathe, means somebody have people are very, they breathe very fast, they breathe very hard. You have certain kind of snoring noises and stuff. So the faster you breathe, you know, your human body is also like a combustion engine. You know, if you ever seen a steam engine or a coal engine, this generation does not get to see coal engines at all. But you know, when we were growing up, they were only coal engines. So it's like the more coal you throw in, the faster it burns. Similarly, what happens is when you breathe faster, when you do a lot of breathing, then your body also combusts faster. If your heart rate is, and you do a faster breathing, your heart rate is high. People who have high heart rate, people who have high blood pressure, you will see their hairs turn gray very fast. Now we see people's hair turning gray at the age of almost 20-25 years. I barely have hair gray, maybe one or two at the age of 46 now. Not a rocket science, just because by Sahaj Yoga what happens that your heart rate at constant stage, at rest, your BP, at your heart rate at constant stage is at about 50-57 bps. That is me. I'm at about 50 beats per second at normal rate. When I'm running, which I sometimes do, and you know, I like to work out or usually do weight training, at that time, when I'm into about 45 minutes or 60 minutes into my workout, pretty intense, I'm completely fatiguing out, my heart rate goes at maximum about 65 or 70, and then you know, as soon as I'm done, it comes back to 50, 55, 52, round about that. What happens is, as you breathe slower, and Sahaj Yoga, you know, relaxes your internal organs, so your combustion also reduces, so you don't age so fast. I wish I could have turned on the web camera, you could have seen for yourself that I don't age as much as my peers and my colleagues have aged. Um, and third very important thing that you will realize physically is you don't tend to fall sick. Now, I hope in today's session and follow-up session, they will talk about the different plexuses inside human body, the different chakras inside human body. And every chakra or plexus is associated with the organs around us. So if, for example, if there is, if you are about to get a stomachache. I'm saying if we are about to get a stomachache, not we are having a stomachache. If we are about to get a headache, your corresponding chakra, in case of a stomachache, it will be either chakra number 3, and in case of a headache, it will be chakra number 5. In plexus system, you would probably call it, the solar plexus and the optic chiasma. You would start to feel tingling or itching or pressure on that chakra on your fingertips when you meditate. So you get early warning, like you in case of weather department, they give you early warning that 3 days later a hurricane is going to hit. Similarly, the body develops into an early warning mechanism. Your body becomes the best diagnosis that could happen to anyone, and it's an early diagnostic. You diagnose your system much easily, and that does not come on a pen and paper. You do it while you're meditating. You feel it while you're meditating, and there are ways to clear it out. There are ways to clear it out. We have very simple techniques which use 5 elements of nature: earth, water, fire, wind, ether. Those 5 elements are used in our meditation, along with our meditation, to clear all these problems. So another, I would not say it's a miracle, but it's been about, like 19, 20 years I've been doing this. I don't think I have ever gone to a doctor. I've never been to a doctor. No surgery at all, no hospitalization at all ever in this 19 years. Maybe I've taken a headache pill once in a while because I do, intercontinental flights a lot. I fly between US and India very, very frequently. So after a 15, 17-hour flight, if I'm stuck in an economy, I might land up with a heavy head. So I might take a headache pill once in a while. But outside of that, there's literally no medical need to go to a pharmacy ever. That's the physical side. Now, on the professional side, which is again very important, you're studying at such a prestigious college that it is going to open a lot of doors for you. You will be led into careers which are very high growth, high paced, but also very highly demanding. So the whole concept of work-life balance and whole concept of occupational stress, means after 19, 20 years of doing it, and I'm not saying that you have to do it for 19, 20 years to believe it, you'll start to see that you'll be able to mentally disconnect between work and life. So when you are at work, your mind will not, or will think less about things at home, or worry about things to be done at home. And when you are at home, you less remind yourself of the, of what you suffered during the workday, or what you're, or planning about the next workday at all. You create a mental, I would say, mental boundaries. You'll create mental and emotional boundaries that separates you from different facets of life. One does not overlap into another. So you are able to easily get from one scenario to another without dragging it along. Otherwise, what happens? People come after a 9-hour day, they had fight with the boss or an argument with a colleague, and they end up bringing that home, leading to fight with the spouses or shouting at the kids. The whole atmosphere of the work of the home gets spoiled because they have carried that stress from work to home. It does not happen here. To me, 19 years, it never happened. You're able to mentally disconnect a lot. So you become, this is something you will see that from being reactive, this will make you more of a witness going forward. You will be able to witness things more rather than getting involved. We get hyper after seeing a movie. We get excited and you want to be like the hero, or you want to act like the villain after coming out of a movie, because we mentally and emotionally carry things which we have been a part of, either work, or or a movie, or a street fight, or something which involves others. We drag all those things mentally and emotionally with us. Sahaj Yoga creates and moves into a witness stage, so you are able to delineate between different facets of life you go through in 24 hours. So that is very, very important from a professional perspective. And I will tell you, means a lot of people struggle to kind of, get into working harder to grow faster. It doesn't happen. Working smarter leads to faster growth in career. And I have 21 years of professional career behind me. When I was with the IBM, I was the youngest vice president at the time when I was made the vice president about 8 years back. And I'm the youngest head of global strategy ever that has come into Mahindra Group across all the group companies that we have. So all this has happened to me. The fast growth has happened to me because things have worked out for me. There's something called luck factor, being at the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. And since I've started doing this, luck has been on my side. Things work out for me. I don't chase things. If you were to follow me on Facebook, you can look out for me on Facebook as Nischal Kapoor, NISCHALKPOOR. You will see I kind of do sharing of my daily experiences in form of posts. You will see, all these are experience based. I don't chase things. I kind of firmly believe if it is meant for me, it will come to me, and it has happened over 19, 20 years. So the whole luck factor, which is very important, success is, as a huge amount of inspiration versus perspiration. So even though the factor may be small, but that inspiration, that luck is very, very important. And things will happen for you, things will work out for you. You'll be lucky, as I would call it, and as I've been lucky for the last 19 years. I'll end in next 30 to 60 seconds by sharing this because I have to jump on another program being organized by PGI Chandigarh and our group in Yamunanagar, Haryana. But uh, most important part, our contribution to the society as a human being. You can donate money, you can donate your clothes, you can donate your books, but all the finite donations that you have, all the money material donations that you have will only last so much. A skill donation or donation of something that has helped you on all bases, and that's the reason Alok is here, I'm here. We are sharing our skills, we are sharing our experience, because this is going to last with your lifetime. So this social sharing is very, very important. Help people become better as a human being. They will sort out, or things will sort out on their material life by itself. That's what we firmly believe in. Not that we don't help out people when they need it, but we would rather prefer teaching something or sharing something with people which has benefited us, so that they can benefit and improve their lives, rather than a few thousand rupees or a few lakh rupees that will last a few months or a year. And on the social side, I think it's very important to understand our role in the whole world. Our role is not in just of fixing our own means. We have already read and heard so much about it, but our role is in terms of helping each other be on the same platform. There is no division on based of caste, society, economic boundaries. Everyone is treated equal. If you treat everyone equal, you get what you give to the society. You are treated as how you treat others. So social respect, mutual respect, caring for others are ingrained in the principles that we have learned in Sage Yoga. So I can go on and on. Means this is, I'm not even reading anything. This is all experience sharing. I'm happy to come back and answer questions. You're happy to reach out to me on Facebook. You get my coordinates from Alok and the organizers here. If you ever need any one-to-one counseling, or just want to have someone talk to or share things, or you want to release your thoughts to, or get some coaching on the life side, feel free to reach out. But again, thank you so much for having me here. It's almost a dream come true, coming to a fraternity that I've long cherished to be a part of or be in contact with. So thank you so much and have a great day. Okay, I'll log off now. Thank you so much.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you, Suman ma'am.
Hello. Yes, sir, thank you so much. Hello.
Yes, yes, ma'am, we can hear
Am
you.
I audible?
Yes, yes.
So, thank you so much, sir. Next, we have amongst us Dr. Amitabh Mathur. Dr. Mathur is working as assistant professor in zoology department of Zakir Hussain Delhi College, University of Delhi. He is a PhD holder in the field of zoology from Department of Zoology, Delhi University. Dr. Amitabh has been practicing Sahaj Yoga meditation for over 15 years and has been conducting Sahaj Yoga workshops in corporate, government and educational institutions all over India. He has conducted more than 500 sessions on Sahaj Yoga workshop. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us. Over to you, sir.
Hmm.
Hello.
Hello, are you getting my voice?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are audible.
Okay, then. Good afternoon, everyone. So, at the outset, let me express my sincere gratitude for the organizer of this webinar for giving me this opportunity. So, I came to know this webinar is attended by students not only from FRCC but from other colleges also, as well as from faculty members are also from different colleges. So, a very warm good afternoon to all of you. You see, my job is to help you in getting a connection with your energy. You see, in previous session, we learned about something about Sahaj Yoga, and then we had a video, nice video that we experienced it. And I noted at that time there were around 128 participants, and right now there are 74. So quite possible that some of the students and participants may miss this session. So what I try to do, my job is to connect you to your own energy, so that when Mr. Kapoor was also talking about the subtle system, the plexus we have in our body. So our job is to feel them. What is the status of my own energy sector? But before that, let me talk you through 4 or 5 important points. As I can, I, I know that there are many students. So during student time, hello, hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes.
No, my voice clear.
So it's
Or
cracking
there's
a
some
bit.
cracking is there. Okay, I'm changing the headphone first.
Sure, sir.
Yeah. Hello,
Yes.
hello. Is it fine
Yes,
now?
sir. Perfect. Fine.
Okay. Good. So let's start. So during student life, you can see each and every student faces two main types of problems. So now I request all the student participants as well as faculty member, listen to me very carefully and be honest with yourself. Whatever I ask, be honest with yourself. Okay. So during student life, whenever we study, so each and every student faces two types of problems. Problem number one, जब भी हम पढ़ने के लिए बैठते हैं, so many a time we started feeling sleepy, drowsiness, नींद आने लगती है. ऐसा होता है या नहीं होता है? So be honest with yourself. अगर ऐसा होता है तो उसको एक बार के लिए एक्सेप्ट कर लीजिए, बिकॉज एक डॉक्टर आपका ट्रीटमेंट तभी कर पाएगा जब आप उसको बताएंगे ऑनेस्टली कि हाँ भाई फलाना डिजीज मुझे है, फलाना प्रॉब्लम. तो बी ऑनेस्ट विद योर सेल्फ दैट यू आर फेसिंग दिस प्रॉब्लम, सो देन ओनली वी कैन क्योर इट. एंड द सेकेंड प्रॉब्लम द स्टूडेंट यूजुअली फेसेस कि बच्चा जब भी पढ़ाई करने के लिए बैठता है एंड सपोज ही हैज अ टारगेट कि भाई आज कुछ भी हो जाए नॉन स्टॉप आई विल स्टडी फॉर 2-3 hours. ऐसा कभी भी नहीं होता है. What is happens all of sudden, no, from nowhere, different types of thoughts they bombarded our mind. So our mind get puzzled. पढ़ने तो बैठते हैं पर कल कौन सी मूवी देखी है, अभी क्या खाने में क्या बना होगा, अब फ्रेंड के जाना है. नाउ इट इज ये जो फेसबुक ट्विटर इंस्टाग्राम ये जो हम लोग यूज करते हैं इसके एडिक्ट हो गए हैं. दे ऑल डिस्ट्रैक्ट अस. तो बहुत सारे थॉट्स माइंड में आते हैं. नाउ यू जस्ट ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. कैन यू सी माई स्लाइड? There is a human being, there is human body, and inside in the vertebral column there are 7 energy centers about which Dr. Mithila has talked to you in brief. And apart from that, there are 3 energy centers in our body. So let's have the basic knowledge. All of you must have seen a newborn baby. And now try to remember the fontanelle bone, the top of the head of a baby. How does it look like? If you see it carefully, it is not hard. It is very soft. It is very pulsating. So why is it so? Doctor says that it is not calcified, and after some years it got calcified. हम सबका ये जो तालु भाग है ये हार्ड हो चुका है, पर छोटे बच्चे का ऐसा नहीं होता. अब ये साइंस क्या है, ये एनर्जी हमारे अंदर कहाँ से आती है, हाउ दीज चक्रास आर इन्वेंटेड आर क्रिएटेड, इसको थोड़ा सा समझेंगे. So in the womb of a mother, when the child is around 6 week old, 6 week. So what happens? This divine energy, that because of that we are alive. it enters through our frontal bone. और साइंस में हम 11th-12th में एक्सपेरिमेंट कराते हैं स्कूल्स के अंदर कि अगर आप प्रिज्म पर यू टेक अ प्रिज्म एंड पुट अ लाइट ऑन द प्रिज्म, so लाइट को वो 3 भाग में स्प्लिट कर देता है. So just like that, our brain is like that. So when that divine energy, it enters through our frontal bone, you can see in the picture here the different color are showing. This is a Sahasrara chakra, frontal bone. So that energy enters through this limbic area of the brain, and it splits into 3 parts. The one part comes in our left side, that makes our left sympathetic nervous system. One part makes our right sympathetic system, and third one makes our parasympathetic nervous system, where you can see there are 7 energy centers. And while making all these energy centers and channels, in the last vertebral column bone, that is your sacrum bone, this energy resides in 3.5 coils. और बच्चों के अंदर ये जागृत होती है, ये बार बार उठती है, सर पे टक्कर मारती है. दैट इज वाई द एरिया इज पल्सेटाइल. पर जैसे जैसे बच्चा बड़ा होता है, हम ग्रो करते हैं, so we lose so many qualities. I will talk about it later. So this portion become hard, and this energy goes in a dormant phase. तो ये energy हम सबके अंदर है और सुप्तावस्था में है, पूरी तरह सोई हुई भी नहीं है, पूरी सुप्तावस्था में है. It helps us, it guides us also. I'll give you a few example. अब जिन भी बच्चों को, अब those students who are feeling sleepy, you just try to understand they are having imbalance. There is a weakness of your left sympathetic nervous system. So all those students who feel sleepy, they must take protein diet more. So in your diet, please add some more protein. And while those students who has so many thoughts while they are studying, so there is overactivity of your right sympathetic nervous system. So those students should take carbohydrate more, but it will not solve the entire problem. It will help you in some manner. Now we'll go on. Let's see, there is a quality. Now you see there is another point which I would like to discuss, why this energy undergoes in dormant phase. You see, if I talk about innocence, innocence is an innate quality that is present in each and every human being by birth, and it is such a great thing that it cannot be destroyed. But we believe that as we, okay, I have to open my webcam. I'm getting some message. Webcam is working. Okay, now, so I'm talking about the innocence. Now you see, I'm saying that children are more innocent than the adult people. Why I'm saying this? Can I prove this? It's very simple. You go to any shop, if you buy a packet of cigarette, for example, so on this cigarette packet it is written, it is injurious to health. But you see in your surroundings, there are many people who do smoking. So what happens to their innocence? It got lost. And also at the liquor shop, they were written that below the age of 25, they won't give liquor. Government also knows कि जिसकी एज 25 साल से बड़ी हो गई, अडल्ट हो गया है, इसकी इनोसेंस चली गई है, तो ये तो खरीद लेगा. Likewise. And the second important quality the student should have, or every human being have, is curiosity, eagerness to learn new things, because this curiosity will lead to seeking. Now what is seeking? In seeking, you can seek so many things. Somebody seeks wealth, somebody seeks money, somebody seeks money in professional life. But what is true seeking? True seeking is nothing but knowing your own self. So let's come to our main business, how we know about ourselves in details. So for that, this is a practical session we will do in detail. So now I request all of you, just a second. So what you have to do, if you are sitting comfortably on a chair, so please keep your legs apart. Do not sit with crossed legs. और अगर आप जमीन पर बैठे हैं तो बहुत अच्छी बात है, अगर चेयर पे बैठे हैं तब ये बहुत अच्छे से हो जाएगा। मैं भी अपना वेबकैम ऑन कर देता हूँ 1 मिनट के लिए। आई एम नॉट एबल टू सी माई सेल्फ, दैट्स द प्रॉब्लम। नो बट आई वांट टू सी, आई विल मेक दिस हैपन। हाउ कैन आई डू दिस? Okay, let's start. So now in this session, we will try to understand what are the different energy centers that are present in my backbone. What is their status? So how we'll do that? It's very simple. We'll do 3-4 steps, and I'll tell you. We'll do it after closing our eyes, and then you just try to see few things. You see, we are given 10 fingers in our hand, and we have a cervical plexus. And what happens? All the nerves, sympathetic nerves, they come through this cervical plexus, and all these fingers, these are sympathetic nerve endings. So all the energy centers that are present in my backbone, that are actually present in the head, in the feet, as well as in the fingertips. So we'll start the session. So we'll do 3 steps, and at the last 4th step, we will come to know the state. And then open both your hands in your lap. Who's mine? Oh, very good. Now first step you have done already. We'll do it again. In the first step, please keep your left hand in front and bring your right hand toward Mother Earth. This is step number 1. We'll do a very little prayer. Unmuted again. Okay. So left hand in front and right hand toward Mother Earth. And then in the second step, we'll bring right hand forward, and then we will bend our left hand twice toward sky like this. Right hand सामने करेंगे, left hand आकाश की तरफ. Got it? Then third step में दोनों हाथ सामने ले आएंगे, यहाँ पर एक prayer करेंगे. And now most important thing, try to understand. In the next 4th step, we'll do some prayer, and after that, you please put your attention on your fingertips, on the center of your palm, as well as on the lower portion of your palm, because these are the energy centers. So we'll take each and every center in details in later, but for your information, there are 5 centers on fingers, 6 center and 7 center. So 7 centers are present on our left hand, and likewise 7, 5, 6 and 7 are present on our right hand. So the right hand represents our mental and physical side, whereas the left hand represents our emotional side. So what we are learning today, this is self-realization. We want to know ourselves. What is the status of my energy center? We are talking about innocence. As the age increases, innocence decreases. So am I lost my innocence? Who will tell me? Who will tell me? Your energy will tell you with some sensation. Am I lost my curiosity? Am I a forgiving person? Am I a generous person? All these messages you will get through your own energy that we call Kundalini, that is present in our body since birth. So let's start the meditation. So please sit completely relaxed position and open both your hands, and please close your eyes. Please close your eyes. Now no need to see the video, just listen to me. और यहाँ से जो भी प्रार्थना आपको कराई जा रही है, just do it with your full heart and emotion as an experiment. So in the first step, Your left hand should be in your lap with palm facing upward, and please keep your right hand toward Mother Earth. This gesture is sufficient to clear your left sympathetic nervous system. Just please pray to your own energy. O Mother Kundalini, you please clear left channel of my body. O Mother Kundalini, please clear left channel of my body. The moment you pray, your energy listen to this prayer, and all 5 elements started helping you. So what is happening? Through your right hand, Mother Earth sucks all the negative that is there on the left hand side. So, हे कुंडलिनी माँ, कृपा करके मेरे शरीर के बाएं अंग में यदि कोई रोग या दोष है तो आप कृपया उसे दूर कर दीजिए. Very nice. We'll go for step number 2. Please keep your right hand forward, हथेली ऊपर की तरफ, और लेफ्ट हैंड को कोहनी से मोड़ के आकाश की तरफ. यहाँ एक प्रे कीजिए. ओ डिवाइन मदर, ओ मदर कुंडलिनी, you please clear right channel of my body. कृपया आंखें बंद रखें. हे कुंडलिनी माँ, कृपा करके मेरे शरीर के दाएं अंग में यदि कोई रोग या दोष है तो कृपया उसे आकाश में निकाल दीजिए. You see, when a human being thinks a lot, keep on thinking, and thoughts keep on coming from nowhere. So what happened? Our liver got heated up, and then heat creates problem. So just pray कि हे कुंडलिनी माँ, कृपा करके मेरे लिवर में जो भी अनावश्यक गर्मी है आप कृपया उसे आकाश में निकाल दीजिए. ओ डिवाइन मदर, प्लीज क्लियर राइट चैनल ऑफ माय बॉडी. वेरी नाइस. दोनों हाथ सामने कर लें. यहाँ पर एक प्रेयर करेंगे फॉर बैलेंस कि हे कुंडलिनी माँ, कृपा करके मुझे पूर्ण संतुलन प्रदान कीजिए. ओ डिवाइन मदर, प्लीज एस्टैब्लिश complete balance in my personality. Very nice. Now the main prayer of this session. आपने यहाँ अपनी एक प्रार्थना करनी है. दोनों हाथ थोड़ा हवा में उठा लीजिए. Bring it at the level of your heart. आपकी उंगलियां खुली हुई होनी चाहिए, आंखें बंद, और मन ही मन एक प्रेयर कीजिए अपनी एनर्जी से कि हे कुंडलिनी माँ, कृपा करके मेरे शरीर को इस योग्य बनाएं कि आज मैं अपने योग का अनुभव कर पाऊं. श्री माता जी, कृपा करके मुझे मेरा योग देते हुए कृपया मुझे मेरे चक्रों और नाड़ियों की स्थिति का अनुभव मेरे हाथों की हथेलियों और उंगलियों पर कराने की कृपा कीजिए. अब आंखें बंद ही रखें और अपना सारा अटेंशन, सारा फोकस अपने हाथों पर ले आएं, अपनी फिंगर टिप्स पर, कि कहाँ कुछ अलग अनुभव हो रहा है. माने क्या कोई चींटी काट रही, ऐसा लग रहा है? टिंगलिंग सेंसेशन हो रही है? क्या नंबनेस, हल्का हल्का सुनपन सा फील हो रहा है? कोई उंगली हैवीनेस, भारी लग रही है? कहीं हल्की हल्की जलन हो रही है, हीट निकल रही है, या ठंडक निकल रही है, ठंडा ठंडा फील हो रहा है? तो डिवाइन मदर, let me feel my own energy centers on my fingertips and on my palm. So Divine Mother, let me feel my own energy center on my fingertips and on my palm. Now please open your eyes slowly, slowly. धीरे धीरे आंखें खोलें and be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. अपने हाथों पे ध्यान दें, हाथों में कहां पर आपको सेंसेशन हुई, इस पोर्शन में हुई, थंब में हुई, मिडल फिंगर में हुई, इंडेक्स फिंगर में, रिंग फिंगर में, हाथों के बीचों बीच या पेरिफेरी पर. इसको याद रखें. ये सेंसेशन आपको लेफ्ट हैंड पर होती है तो व्हाट इज द मीनिंग, अब इसको हम देखेंगे. राइट हैंड में हो रही है, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग, दोनों हाथों में हो रही है. जस्ट चेक. Just close your eyes one more time. O Divine Mother, please give me my self-realization. Please do this prayer one more time. O Mother Kundalini, please give me my self-realization. आंखें बंद रखें. Now put your attention on your fingers, on your hand. You must be feeling that something is oozing out from your hand, either in the form of coolness, ठंडक ठंडक निकल रही है, या गरम गरम हीट निकल रही है. Just check it for yourself. This is the status of your own energy centers. Now, decoding part, second part of presentation. Whatever you are feeling, keep in your mind. I will tell you about each and every chakra little bit in details. Then you can correlate why you are having this sensation. So let's start the presentation. First is Mooladhara chakra. Now, if you are having sensation in your hand at this position, you can see at the lower part of your, near the wrist, on the palm, in the head, and the center are also present in the feet. So आपके यहाँ पर एडी पर अगर आपको sensation हुआ है, so this is your Mooladhara chakra. So why you are having this sensation, what your mother Kundalini is trying to tell you, that is more important. So let's see. This center work at physical level. It take care of excretory organs and reproductive organs, and it is also responsible for your memory, and it is a source of innocence, purity, wisdom, humility, spontaneity, and discretion. If there is negative attack on your innocence, so that is why you are feeling at this center. One thing. And what is the need of, what could be the cause of the catch? Due to any practice of occult practice, wrong conditioning, or lust, negative thinking. These are the source of having problem related with your Mooladhara chakra, and this is the point. How will you cure it? We'll take at the end. Second is Swadhisthana chakra. Now those participants who felt on their thumb is the location of your Swadhisthana chakra. So left side is your emotional side and right side is your physical side. So in the feet, the middle finger represent your Swadhisthana chakra. So on the physical level, this center take care of your digestion of food, removal of toxins, and as Mithila ma'am mentioned, this center is responsible for your creativity. So if you are having sensation on your left side or right side, first is right side, so the reason may be you are doing too much mental or physical activity. There is too much projection of the future. You have become very futuristic. You are planning for future, and you may be an angry person. There could be any reason. And on the left hand side, It could be due to depression, the drug, narcotics, false screw, and then magic of any kind. There are so many reasons, and there are many reasons which I have not mentioned in this slide. So I'll give you just brief what could be the reason for catching in Swadhisthana chakra. Now third is the Nabhi chakra. So those participants who felt any sensation in the middle finger, this is your Nabhi chakra, and in the feet it is located in your toe. Now at the physical level, it also look after our digestion, and this is the center of satisfaction. And there could be problem with related with left nabi when there is no harmony in the family, or there is no respect for wife or for woman, there is no generosity, there is no peace. So left nabi is the source of peace. The right nabi, when there is a problem in the family, there is dissatisfaction, there is money problem, there is lack of generosity. Likewise, there are many different problems that you may feel sensation on your left nabi. Then right nabi, excess of planning, unhealthy nourishment, excessive medicine use, worry about money. Likewise, when you consume fermented food too much, then comes the void. Where the void is located at the this center of the palm is Sahasrara chakra, and in the periphery you will have void. This is your guru principle. The Mithila ma'am talks about it. This is the location in the hand, and you see there is a movie called Ten Commandments. So all human being has to follow certain norms to be actually a human being. So whenever we lose our gravity, there is no sincerity, there is a false groove. So we may feel sensation on this center, on this portion. There, that part I have covered. Then comes the heart, the most important one. Important for student also. So now many of the participants must have felt on their little fingers. So this little finger represent your heart chakra. So on the physical level, this heart chakra represents your heart organ and lungs. So all the people who are suffering from any cardiovascular diseases or any disease related to their lungs like asthma, so they all have dysfunction or malfunction this heart chakra. We call it cardiac plexus. So what could be the cause? If you are feeling on left finger, so if there is too much mental physical activity, and if there is not good relationship with your mother, because left side represent your mother, and then there is lack of interest in one's own self, false identification, blind faith. These are the reason for catching on our left finger, left heart. Then there is a central heart. So in Sahaj Yoga, we have divided into three hearts. Actually, the heart is present on the left hand side, but at gross level, it is on left side. But at the spiritual level, we split into three parts: left, right, and center. And now this heart center, central heart, is responsible for it gives you feeling of security. So if you are catching on right heart, so you may feel insecure. Then on the right side, right heart, when you don't have a good relationship with your father, either you are not a good father or the father dies at an early age. So many a time people feel it at right heart. There are other reasons also. And there is a last point is mentioning a manifestation of a catch in this chakra leads to asthma. And if you remember, Dr. Alok in his presentation showed a paper in which there is a research which was done in Australia. So what they did, they split the asthma patient in two groups, all types of patients from moderate, severe to extremely chronic condition. And then one group of the patient, they were giving treatment through Sahaj Yoga meditation, and other was kept at control. They were taking regular medicine. So what happened in due course of time, the second group, which were doing Sahaj Yoga meditation by using technique that are there to cure the heart problem, right heart problem or related to left or right, all these techniques they use, the problem got solved. Then comes the Vishuddhi. Now in student life and in fact in teachers, most of them must have felt on their index finger. We call it Vishuddhi Chakra. This is the point. And now at physical level, it look after our ENT department, your eyes, nose, throat. So if somebody has thyroid problem, so nowadays this hypothyroidism, hyperthyroidism is very common. So morning में उठते ही लोग that you should take a thyronorm tablet. So what is this problem? This is related with your Vishuddhi Chakra. So what you have to do, you have to practice meditation regularly. So your energy will pure your this center, and in due course of time, this problem will be solved out. Right? Vishuddhi has many qualities. Amita ma'am has already covered it. So when you catch on your left Vishuddhi, so what could be the reason? If there is feeling of guilty, you have some sort of a guilt, you may catch. If you are not having a good relationship with your sister, if you are speaking very sarcastically, then you may catch on left Vishuddhi. Central Vishuddhi, if you keep on doing smoking, you will catch Vishuddhi. And on the right hand side, if you are very aggressive, you talk too much, you have a dominating nature, so you will get a catch on the right side. As a teacher, as a faculty member, we used to scold on teacher. बच्चों को डांटना पड़ता है, तो हमारी विशुद्धि में भी कैच आती है, प्रॉब्लम आती है. No, the quality of विशुद्धि is माधुर्य. प्यार से बात करना चाहिए, चिल्ला चिल्ली नहीं करनी चाहिए, पर जॉब ऐसा है, करना पड़ता है, तो वी ऑल्सो कैच, बट दैट इज रॉन्ग. तो हमें अपना बिहेवियर भी ठीक करना होता है. एंड नाउ वन इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट, many of you, most of you must have felt some sensation on either of the finger, and that is possibility that few of you may not have any sensation on any of the fingertips. What is the possibility? What is the answer to this? Again, the responsible is Vishuddhi Chakra. If the Vishuddhi Chakra is caught up, and I told you in the beginning, from this cardiac, this cervical plexus, the nerves comes, and these are the sympathetic nerve endings. So if my Vishuddhi Chakra is already caught up, so I may not have sensation initially. So but in due course of time, when you keep on practicing this meditation, so आपकी energy will rise, and slowly it will open this center. और just ये center खुल जाएगा, the person started feeling on their hands. The second last chakra is Agyanya, Agya chakra. That is present in medical science, we call it optic chiasma, and the ring finger. This ring finger is indicating the Agya chakra. So now this Agya chakra is responsible for your sight, for your hearing also, and it is a faculty of thinking. So why do people catch on right finger, right Agya? If they are too much egoistical. And now this is self-realization. अगर आप किसी इंसान को बोलोगे कि भाई आप में थोड़ा ईगो आ गया है, तो हो सकता है आपकी पिटाई करना शुरू कर दे, आपसे झगड़ा करना शुरू कर दे. पर हम अपने आप को इम्प्रूव कैसे करेंगे? सिंपली sit in this meditation, and if you are having any sensation on your right index finger, तो आपकी कुंडलिनी आपको प्यार से बता रही है कि बेटा थोड़ी ईगो आ गई है, इसको ठीक कर लो. तो ये बहुत प्यार वाला तरीका है अपने आप को ठीक करने का. If you are making too much of planning, you are worried, you have so many doubts, you are very aggressive, you will catch on right Agya. Then central Agya is also there. As I told you, don't go too much on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. They will spoil your Agya. When you are there too much thinking, and when we are not being able to forgive someone. The forgiveness is a very big quality. If you just forgive other person, this problem will be solved. Then on the left finger, this left ring finger, this is the indication of left Agya. This is because of conditioning. अब हमारा जन्म हुआ, we are taking so many संस्कार, हम सीखते हैं लाइफ में कि ये अच्छा है, ये बुरा है. So that's all stored in our left sympathetic. That creates a memory. तो अब मेरे को पता है कि जो मेरी कंडीशनिंग आ गई है, कि मुझे ये करना है, ये नहीं करना है, और ये किसी को नहीं करने देना है. तो इस तरीके का जो एटीट्यूड मेरे अंदर आ जाता है, इट बिकम कंडीशनिंग. आई एम कंडीशनड कि मुझे मीठा बहुत कम खाना है, नमकीन बहुत खाना है. आई हैव माई ओन लाइक्स एंड डिसलाइक्स. तो ये कंडीशनिंग है, अगर वो बहुत ज्यादा आपके अंदर आ गई हैं, तो यू मे फील ऑन योर लेफ्ट Agya. And the final is Sahasrara chakra, most important. Just pay attention. All these participants who felt any sensation on the center of palm, this is your Sahasrar Chakra, Satwa Chakra. This is the indication of getting yoga. So what is happening? The location is center of palm, in the feet also. And why my Sahasrara got caught up? When I read books which is against divine, against God. And when we have doubt about God, so this center catches. And this is the picture which is showing all the centers that are present throughout our body. So now you can take a screenshot, but try to remember, when we are doing some prayers, we are feeling something in our hand. Why we are feeling it? Because today is a very special day. Just note it down somewhere else. Today you all have got your self-realization. Your energy has awakened. And Mithila ma'am told you the energy rises from Mooladhar and it pierces through all the energy center and it reaches to the Sahasrara to give you your self-realization. So in the between, if there is any blockage in the center, the job of the Kundalini is to first remove that blockage, clear that chakra. So what is happened? So whenever your Kundalini, which work on a particular chakra, you will have sensation on that chakra. So if somebody is having sensation on middle finger, that means something is wrong with the celiac plexus, Nabhi chakra, and your Kundalini is clearing it. That is why you are having on this Nabhi chakra. अब ये चक्र क्यों खराब होता है? ये हमारे आचार, व्यवहार और विचार, हम लोग क्या खाते पीते हैं, हम लोग कैसा विचार करते हैं और हम कैसा व्यवहार करते हैं. तो समहाउ हम लोग जहां भी आपको कैचेस हो रही हैं, तो हमारा जो ये आचार, हमारा जो खान पान है, हमारे जो विचार हैं और हमारा जो बिहेवियर है, वो एज पर डिवाइन नहीं है. दैट इज वाई अवर चक्रास गॉट कॉट ऑफ. तो सहज योगा में आपको फर्स्ट डे में सेंसेशन आ जाती है, बट ऐसा मैं क्या बिहेवियर कर रहा हूँ, बिहेवियर है कि मुझे कैच आ रही है, क्या चीज मैं गलत खा पी रहा हूँ, तो ये नॉलेज आपको धीरे 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 स्वतः आती जाएगी. तो आपने बस 5 मिनट सुबह, 5 मिनट शाम मेडिटेशन में बैठना है और आपकी एनर्जी विल टेल यू ऑटोमेटिकली. दिस इज every human being lives in 3 dimensions. We are physical being, we are emotional being, we are mental being. Now for the first time you have entered into 4th dimension where this vibratory awareness, you have got it and you are started feeling on your fingertips. So when you grow in this vibratory awareness, then the 5th dimension will come. You will start communicating with your energy. That is the point where you can say, yes, I know something about Sahaj Yoga. Just merely attending one seminar of Sahaj Yoga, if you believe that you know Sahaj Yoga, you have got mastered, it's not the case. Even I am also learning. I'm learning it from, you can say, from last 15 years. Today I also learned few new things. And tomorrow when I again sit for meditation, I will learn something new, permutation combination. And many a time, the last few points, and I'll wind up. People may feel something on your middle finger as well as on your thumb. There is a combination of chakra also. Like in case of allergy, अगर किसी को एलर्जी है तो उसको मिडल फिंगर में भी सेंसेशन होगा और थंब में भी होगा. अगेन वन मोर टास्क. तो जितना आप मेडिटेट करेंगे उतना आप इसको सीखेंगे. So I hope you all have enjoyed this session. और रही बात मेन थिंग क्लियरेंस की, अब उस पर आ जाते हैं. So what you have to do, you have to use 5 elements. So I'm talking about water element. How do we use water element? So the next speaker will tell you in details how to use water element. And there is the earth element. You can do meditation while sitting on ground. It will help you a lot. So with this, I would like to conclude my presentation. Thank you very much. And now over to Mr. Girish Shukla, next speaker. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Amitabh, for an insightful session. For the final session, we have Mr. Girish Shukla. Mr. Girish Shukla is an environmental specialist with 13 years of professional experience with MNCs in environmental and finance sectors. Presently working with Tata CleanTech Capital in capacity of Environmental and Social Risk Manager. Mr. Shukla has been practicing Sahaj Yoga since January 2011. He has 6 years of experience in taking meditation classes for students and faculty. We are glad to have you here, sir. Over to you.
थैंक्स आप सभी का एक बार फिर से स्वागत है इस सेशन में। ये वाला सेशन कंपैरेटिवली एक तरीके से समरी है। अभी तक आपने जितना भी सेशन लिया, जितना भी आप लोगों ने देखा, बहुत इंफॉर्मेटिव और बहुत अच्छी डिटेल्स के साथ सेशंस हुए, जिसमें हम लोगों ने आज बहुत अच्छी चीज़ें सीखी। इनफैक्ट हम लोगों ने कुछ ऐसी चीज़ें सीखी जिसमें काफ़ी नई चीज़ें थी, जिनकी नॉलेज हमें कभी थी नहीं, और वो सारी चीज़ें हमारे साथ हमारे अंदर हैं। सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट बात ये है, हम आज अभी इतने सेशंस अटेंड करने के बाद हम कुंडलिनी के बारे में जान गए, हमारे अंदर जो सेटल सिस्टम्स हैं उनके बारे में जान गए, उसके अंदर क्या क्वालिटीज़ हैं, कैसे वो क्वालिटीज़ इफ़ेक्ट होती हैं और कैसे वो क्वालिटीज़ इम्प्रूव हो सकती हैं, हमने वो भी देखा। तो अभी तक तो बहुत बहुत अच्छा सेशन रहा। आप लोगों ने जो अपनी वाइब्रेटरी अवेयरनेस को जो फील किया और अपने उस एक थॉटलेस अवेयरनेस को फील किया, वो अल्टीमेट है, अल्टीमेट एक्सपीरियंस। नाउ अभी जो सेशन अब होने जा रहा है, उसमें एक तरीके से हम लोग देखेंगे कि हमारी ये जो बॉडी है, जिसके अंदर सेटल सिस्टम की बात कर रहे हैं, या ये जो एनर्जी लेवल है, इसको कैसे बैलेंस किया जाए। बैलेंसिंग टेक्निक आप ऑलरेडी इतने सारे सेशंस में ले चुके हैं, तो अभी हम लोग बैलेंस करने नहीं जा रहे, सिर्फ उसका इम्पोर्टेंस समझना है कि बैलेंस क्यों करना है और कब करना है। तो इससे पहले कि मैं अपना सेशन स्टार्ट करूं, जस्ट एक कंफर्मेशन चाहता हूं आपकी तरफ से कि स्क्रीन आप लोगों को विजिबल है और ये जो मेरी वॉइस है ये भी ऑडिबल है। तो इफ
हाँ जी
एनीवन कैन
सर।
कंफर्म। ओके
हाँ जी
ओके,
सर,
थैंक
स्क्रीन भी विजिबल है एंड वॉइस भी क्लियर है।
you so much. Okay, so let's start this session, and the theme of this session is how to be in meditation at home. I am not using word how to do meditation. Unique quality of Sahaj Yoga meditation is you don't have to do anything. You just need to be there. आपकी बॉडी में पूरा सिस्टम ऑटोमेटिकली पहले से फिट है, सारा कुछ बैकबोन में है, तो आपको अलग से कुछ लेके भी नहीं बैठना। पूरी बॉडी हर समय बैकबोन पूरी बॉडी में ही फिट रहती है, तो कुछ नए चीज लेके नहीं बैठनी है। जहां पे भी हम बैठेंगे, कैसी भी जगह है, हम मेडिटेटिव मोड में हो सकते हैं, बिकॉज सारा अरेंजमेंट हमारी बैकबोन के अंदर है, कुंडलिनी भी उसी के अंदर है और ये सारे चक्रास भी अंदर हैं। सिर्फ हमारी इच्छा होनी चाहिए कि हमें मेडिटेशन मोड में जाना है। तो शुरू करते हैं अपना सेशन। आपको मैं जो अभी कवर करूंगा टॉपिक्स, बेसिकली 3 टॉपिक हैं: नीड टू बैलेंस एनर्जी चैनल, बैलेंसिंग टेक्निक्स, एंड हाउ टू बी इन मेडिटेशन एट होम। तो फर्स्ट थिंग हम लोग समझ लेते हैं कि व्हाई डू वी नीड टू बैलेंस आवर एनर्जी चैनल। आपने ऑलरेडी ये सीख लिया है, जस्ट मैं एक समराइज कर रहा हूँ कि हमारे जो थॉट्स हैं वो या तो पास्ट से आते हैं या फ्यूचर के रहते हैं। अगर हम लोग प्रेजेंट में रहते हैं, जैसे अभी आपने लास्ट 2-3 सेशंस में फील किया होगा कि आप थॉटलेस हो गए, विचार एकदम शून्य है, आप आसपास की सारी चीजों को देख पा रहे हैं, सराउंडिंग में क्या हो रहा है वो भी आप देख रहे हैं, आप कोमा में नहीं है, लेकिन आपके दिमाग में जो हलचल थी, जो डिस्टरबेंस थी, एकदम खत्म है, वो शांत है, मन शांत है। तो ये प्रेजेंट है। आप जब प्रेजेंट में रहेंगे ऐसी कंडीशन में रहेंगे, और प्रेजेंट में रहेंगे तो आप इस डायग्राम को देख पा रहे होंगे। इस डायग्राम में एक सेंट्रल चैनल करके आपको बीच में ऐसा दिख रहा है, यहाँ देखिए सेंट्रल चैनल। ये सेंट्रल चैनल ही सुषुम्ना नाड़ी है। जब हमारा अटेंशन थ्रू मेडिटेशन इस चैनल में रहता है तो हम प्रेजेंट में रहते हैं। ओके, नेक्स्ट आते हैं, मेडिटेशन प्रैक्टिस हमें कैसे हेल्प करती है। और जैसा अभी डॉक्टर माथुर के सेशन में आप लोगों ने सब ये नॉलेज लिया कि डिफरेंट टाइप के हमारी हैबिट्स होती हैं या हमारे लाइफ स्टाइल्स होते हैं जो कि इफेक्ट डालते हैं हमारे एनर्जी चैनल्स पे और हमारे इस चक्रास पे। तो बेसिकली जो इस स्लाइड में देखने वाली चीज है वो ये है कि 7 एनर्जी सेंटर्स जो हैं इनके सबके अपने ऑराज हैं। जब आप 4th सेंटर देखते हैं ये वाला, यहाँ पर आप देख रहे होंगे एक फ्लेम टाइप की ऐसा बना हुआ है। इट रिप्रेजेंट स्पिरिट, आत्मा, जो कि हमारे हार्ट में रहती है। मेडिकली आप लोगों ने देखा होगा कि यदि ब्रेन डेड हो जाए आदमी फिर भी जिंदा रहता है, लेकिन यदि हार्ट डेड हो जाए तो आदमी जिंदा नहीं रह सकता, बिकॉज हार्ट के अंदर जो स्पिरिट रहती है वो वहां से निकल जाती है। उसके बाद सारे वाइटल ऑर्गन्स काम करना बंद कर देते हैं। तो सबसे मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट पार्ट अगर कुछ है पूरी बॉडी में तो ये हार्ट है, बिकॉज इसके अंदर वो स्पिरिट है। अब इस स्पिरिट की वजह से, इस आत्मा की वजह से इसके 7 एनर्जी सेंटर्स जो हम देख रहे हैं इनके अपने ऑराज होते हैं, जो हमारी बॉडी में आप ये देख पा रहे होंगे। 7 एनर्जी सेंटर्स के 7 डिफरेंट कलर्स हैं, ये पूरी बॉडी में रहते हैं। एक व्यक्ति जो मेडिटेशन करता है जिसके ये सारे एनर्जी सेंटर्स एक्टिव हैं और हेल्दी हैं, यानी बाहर की दुनिया के प्रभाव से फ्री हैं, तो उसका ऑरा एकदम रिफ्लेक्टिव होता है, यानी उसके ऊपर बाहरी दुनिया का प्रभाव नहीं पड़ता और वो हमेशा अपने स्पिरिट के आनंद में रहता है। लेकिन जैसे जैसे बाहर की दुनिया का प्रभाव उसके ऊपर पड़ने लगता है, वो कैसे पड़ता है अभी हम आगे देखेंगे। आगे एक वीडियो है जिसमें आप लोग ये देख पाएंगे, एनिमेटेड वीडियो है। तो पॉइंट यहाँ पे नोट करने वाला ये है कि जो हम, ऐसा नहीं है कि हम 24 घंटे मेडिटेशन में बैठेंगे, हम बाहर भी निकलेंगे, हम बाहर के लोगों से भी मिलेंगे, हम ऐसे लोगों से भी मिलेंगे जिन्हें काफी गुस्सा आ रहा है, जो बीमार हैं या फिर जो डिफरेंट टाइप के लाइफ स्टाइल में रहते हैं, और हम उनसे मिलने के बाद उनके प्रभाव को अपने अंदर फील भी करते हैं। हम खुद भी शाम तक बहुत एकदम आउट ऑफ एनर्जी फील करने लगते हैं। तो वो सिचुएशन को कैसे कंट्रोल किया जाए, वापस से रिचार्ज कैसे हुआ, कैसे जाए। जैसे मोबाइल भी आप देखते हो दिन भर आप यूज करोगे तो शाम को तो उसको भी चार्ज करना पड़ता है, तो हमारी बॉडी को भी चार्ज करना जरूरी है। चार्ज करने के लिए जो पॉइंट है, आपका जो चार्जर है, ये कुंडलिनी जो प्योर एनर्जी है, यहाँ पे आपको दिख रही है इस चार्ट में, ये ही चार्ज करेगी आपको जब ये सुपर कॉन्शियस एरिया से आपको जोड़ देगी, कनेक्ट कर देगी। जब आप मेडिटेशन स्टेज में बैठेंगे ये कुंडलिनी उठेंगी, सारे चक्रों को खोलेंगी, उनको एनलाइटन करेंगी और यहाँ से बाहर निकल के आपको सुपर कॉन्शियस IQ और EQ है, इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस क्वेशंट और इमोशनल ये क्वेशंट, ये इतना हाई हो जाएगा कि आप अपने अंदर खुद ही चेंजेस महसूस करेंगे। बच्चों में, स्टूडेंट्स में उनकी फोकस पावर बहुत अच्छी हो जाती है, कंसंट्रेशन, ये सब आपने ऑलरेडी सुना होगा लास्ट सेशंस में। तो ये हमारी लाइफ में बहुत जरूरी है ये समझना कि हमारे ऑराज हैं, हाँ इन सेंटर्स के ऑराज हैं और हमें उनको अच्छा बना के रखना है। रखने का तरीका एक ही है कि आप मेडिटेशन करें और बैलेंसिंग टेक्निक को यूज करें। ये देखिए इस स्लाइड में हम लोग बैलेंसिंग टेक्निक की बात कर रहे हैं, जो अभी आपने लास्ट सेशन में भी किया और उससे पहले भी सेशंस में आप लोग कर चुके हैं, जिसमें लेफ्ट चैनल और राइट चैनल को बैलेंसिंग करने का बताया गया था। तो लेफ्ट और राइट अगर बैलेंस हो जाते हैं तो आप बहुत इजीली सेंटर चैनल जो सुषुम्ना है उसमें आ पाएंगे और आपका मेडिटेशन तभी शुरू हो पाएगा जब लेफ्ट और राइट चैनल बैलेंस हो चुका होगा। इसलिए घर पे भी जब आप मेडिटेशन में बैठने जाएं तो उससे पहले आप लेफ्ट और राइट चैनल को बैलेंस कर लें। ये जब बैलेंस हो जाएंगे तो मेडिटेशन में जाना बहुत इजी है। तो फर्स्ट बैलेंसिंग टेक्निक है लेफ्ट चैनल और राइट चैनल को बैलेंस करना ईथर और सॉरी इसका अर्थ एलिमेंट की हेल्प से और ईथर एलिमेंट की हेल्प से। ओके, अभी हम नेक्स्ट उस वीडियो की जो बात कर रहे थे जिसमें हम जब बाहरी दुनिया में निकलते हैं तो क्या किस तरीके से वो होता है, प्रभाव पड़ता है हमारे ऊपर, वो देखते हैं इस वीडियो में शॉर्ट में। हो सकता है इसका वॉइस आपको ना सुनाई दे, बट उसकी कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है, आप खाली इसको देखने की कोशिश करिए, इसी में समझ में आ जाएगा सब कुछ। ये देखिए, ये व्यक्ति अपने घर से ऑफिस के लिए निकला है और यहाँ पर ये डिफरेंट पॉल्यूटेंट के कांटेक्ट में आ रहा है और आप इसके बॉडी का कलर देखेंगे, इसके ऑरास का कलर देखेंगे ना, तो वो डिफरेंट होता जाएगा, अभी रेड होता जाएगा जैसे जैसे स्ट्रेस में आएगा। यहाँ पे देखिए इसके बॉस इस वक्त काफ़ी एग्रेसिव हैं और ये उनके उनके एग्रेशन को अपने अंदर एब्जॉर्ब करेगा। आप ये देखिएगा, तो अपने बॉस की जो बैड वाइब्स हैं, जो नेगेटिव इम्प्रेशंस हैं, उसको एब्जॉर्ब किया इसने और इसका ऑराज और देखिए डाउन हो गया। ये अभी एनर्जी, इसका एनर्जी लेवल डाउन होता जा रहा है। अब ये वापस ऑफिस से घर जाता है और आप देखेंगे कि ये इतना थका हुआ फील कर रहा है, आप यहाँ पे फील कर पाएंगे कि इसका एनर्जी लेवल बहुत ही धीरे धीरे डाउन होता जा रहा है। यहाँ देखिए घर में आने के बाद इसकी हालत एकदम डाउन हो गई है, बिकॉज ये पूरे दिन नेगेटिविटी एब्जॉर्ब करके आया। अब यहाँ पे आप एक चीज देख रहे हैं कि ये एक टेक्निक को यूज कर रहा है, एक टब में पानी लेके इसने यूज किया और उसमें पैर डाल के बैठा हुआ था, ये देखिए। और जैसे आपने लेफ्ट और राइट को बैलेंस करने का भी सीखा, सेम सेम प्रोसेस इसने इस पैर में, जब ये पैर पानी में डाल के बैठा है तो ये सेम प्रोसेस यहाँ पे करता है, ये देखिए। तो 10 to 15 मिनट्स का ये फुट सोक करके ये पूरी तरीके से रिफ्रेश फील करता है और इसका ऑरा वापस से एनर्जी लेवल हाई हो जाता है। तो बेसिकली ये जो हमने पूरा प्रोसेस देखा, ये फुट सोकिंग कहलाता है। अभी फुट सोकिंग करते कैसे हैं मैं आपको बताता हूँ। जैसे लास्ट सेशन में डॉक्टर माथुर ने बताया था कि हम वाटर एलिमेंट की मदद लेते हैं। वाटर एलिमेंट की मदद किस तरीके से लेते हैं? आप एक स्मॉल वाटर टब ले सकते हैं या फिर बकेट भी ले सकते हैं और उसके अंदर इतना ही पानी लेना है जिसमें आपके जो एंकल तक, पैरों में एंकल के लेवल तक पानी आ जाए। ये यहाँ देखिए। इसके बाद आप उसमें थोड़ा सा नमक डाल सकते हैं उस पानी में और दोनों पांव उस पानी के अंदर रख के बैठ जाएं। बैठने से पहले आप जब ये पानी ले रहे हैं, साथ में एक फ्रेश वाटर भी साथ में रखें। ये जो यहाँ पे आप देख रहे हैं, एक मग में फ्रेश वाटर रखा है इसने और एक टॉवल रखा है। जब ये 10 मिनट का इसमें मेडिटेशन, मतलब इस फुट सोकिंग टेक्निक को करेगा, इसकी पूरी नेगेटिविटी यहाँ से निकल के इस वाटर में आ जाएगी और उसके बाद ये फ्रेश पानी लेके इसी के अंदर, इसी टब के अंदर या बकेट के अंदर अपने पाँव धुल लेगा और उसके बाद पाँव बाहर निकाल के ये कपड़े से अपने पाँव को पोंछ लेगा। फिर ये जो पानी है जो गंदा हो चुका है अभी, इस पानी को ये फ्लश आउट कर देगा टॉयलेट में। ये पूरा प्रोसेस है। और ये जो बकेट या टब जो इस प्रोसेस में यूज किया है फुट सोकिंग के लिए, उसको सिर्फ फुट सोकिंग के लिए ही यूज करेंगे, बिकॉज उसमें हम लोग पैर डाल के बैठे हैं तो गलत, मतलब किसी और काम के लिए उसको यूज करना ठीक नहीं लगेगा। तो इसके लिए एक सेपरेट ही बकेट या टब अलाउ कर लेंगे। तो इससे फायदे क्या होंगे? फायदे होंगे, सबसे पहले आपका सटल एनर्जी सेंटर्स के अंदर जो भी नेगेटिविटी आपने एब्जॉर्ब की है वो क्लियर हो जाएगी। आपका मेडिटेशन बहुत इंप्रूव होगा, आप बहुत रिलैक्स करेंगे, आपको रात को नींद बहुत अच्छी आएगी। कई लोगों को जो नींद ना आने की शिकायत है या कम नींद आने की शिकायत है या हाई ब्लड प्रेशर की शिकायत रहती है, उन्हें इससे बहुत आराम मिलेगा। आप ये करके देखिए, आपको खुद से ही पहली बार से ही आपको रिलैक्स का पता लगने लगेगा। तो ये तो अभी तक बात की थी हमने टेक्निक की। अब हम आ जाते हैं मेडिटेशन प्रैक्टिस पे। मेडिटेशन प्रैक्टिस बहुत सिंपल है। आप जब भी मेडिटेशन करने जाएं, आप एक इंडियन क्लासिकल रागा लगा सकते हैं। मैं क्यों कह रहा हूँ क्लासिकल राग लगाने के लिए? बिकॉज इनका इफेक्ट हमारे चक्रों पर, उसके एनर्जी सेंटर्स पे होता है। आप ये लगा के बैकग्राउंड में मेडिटेशन म्यूजिक ऐसा लगा के मेडिटेशन करके देखिए, आपको खुद से ही फीलिंग आएगा। नहीं भी लगाते हैं तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। बट स्टेप्स कहाँ से शुरू होता है? आप आराम से रिलैक्स मोड में होकर बैठ जाइए। चेयर पे बैठना है चेयर पे बैठिए, आपको धरती पे बैठना है धरती पे बैठिए। और बैठने के बाद आप दोनों हाथ ऐसे बिना कोई मुद्रा बनाए, अपने हाथ जैसे आपने अभी तक डायग्राम्स में देखे हैं, दोनों हाथ खोल के रख लीजिए अपनी लैप में और आंखें बंद कर लीजिए। आंखें बंद करने के बाद 3 या 4 बार आप अपनी ब्रीथ को, अपनी सांस को देखिए कि वो किस तरीके से अंदर आ रही है या बाहर जा रही है। आपको कुछ करना नहीं है, सिर्फ ऑब्जर्व करना है। उसको फोर्सफुली अंदर या बाहर नहीं लेना है, आपको सिर्फ ऑब्जर्व करना है अपने ब्रीदिंग रेट को, उसको देखना है 3-4 बार। इसके बाद आप अपने सर के ऊपरी भाग जहां सहस्रार चक्र दिखाया गया था वहां पे अपनी अटेंशन रखिए और 2 मिनट ऐसे शांति से उस पॉइंट को ऑब्जर्व करिए। यदि आपको थॉट्स आ रहे हैं, एनर्जी चैनल आपने पहले ही बैलेंस कर चुके हैं, राइट? उसके बाद ये स्टेप्स हैं। यदि आपको फिर भी थॉट्स आ रहे हैं तो आपको अपने मन के अंदर ही जो आपकी एनर्जी है कुंडलिनी, उनसे कहना है कि मदर प्लीज हेल्प मी टू गेट इन मेडिटेटिव स्टेज। आई डू नॉट वांट एनी थॉट। आपको कुछ भी थॉट नहीं चाहिए, आप उनसे प्रेयर करिए और उनसे मदद मांगिए कि वो आपको मेडिटेटिव स्टेज में ले जाएं। सारा काम उन्हीं को करना है, आपको कुछ भी नहीं करना है, आपको सिर्फ एंजॉय करना है। उस मेडिटेशन का जो एंजॉय है, जो एक तरीके से फ्रूट है, वो आपको उसका एंजॉय करना है और कुछ नहीं करना है। इतना करने के बाद आप देखेंगे कि आप एकदम अंदर से शांत हो चुके होंगे, बाहर का स्ट्रेस खत्म हो चुका होगा। आप 10 मिनट भी ऐसा करते हैं तो आप अपने आप को एनर्जाइज फील करेंगे। बस सिंपली ये टेक्निक थी मेडिटेशन करने की। तो आप ये पॉइंट जरूर नोट कर लीजिए कि जो बैलेंसिंग टेक्निक है ये आपका फिजिकल और इमोशनल लेवल पे आपको हेल्प करेगी बैलेंस करने में। जैसा इस ऑरा में अगेन मैं दिखा रहा हूँ आपको, ये फिजिकल और इमोशनल लेवल लास्ट 3 चक्रा को बैलेंस करने में आपकी मदद करेगी। बट मेडिटेशन बहुत जरूरी है। लास्ट में आपको मेडिटेशन करके अपनी एनर्जी सेंटर्स को ठीक करना है, वही आपको हेल्प करेंगे हायर लेवल के चक्र पे जाने के लिए। और जब आप हायर लेवल के चक्र पे जाएंगे तभी आप कंप्लीट वेलबींग आपका हो पाएगा। तो आपकी एनर्जी को काम करने दीजिए, आपको सिर्फ एंजॉय करना है। लास्ट स्लाइड है इस सेशन की, जिसमें नॉलेज सोर्सेज हैं। आप सहज योगा के बारे में और भी जानना चाहें तो जैसे सहज योगा में हमारे सेंटर्स हैं, मेडिटेशन सेंटर्स, जिसमें फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट जाके आप मेडिटेशन सीख सकते हैं। हफ्ते में 1 दिन जाना होता है। यहाँ पे कलेक्टिव मेडिटेशन करने से बहुत अच्छी इम्प्रूवमेंट आती है, तो आप वो भी करना चाहें तो कर सकते हैं। और लेकिन क्योंकि अभी सिचुएशन बाहर जाना ठीक नहीं है, लॉकडाउन है, इसके लिए हम लोग ऑनलाइन मेडिटेशन भी में हेल्प करते हैं। जिनकी इच्छा हो वो लोग ऑनलाइन मेडिटेशन के थ्रू भी कर सकते हैं, वीकली या हफ्ते में 3 दिन। तो यदि आप ऑनलाइन मेडिटेशन के इससे जुड़ना चाहते हैं, आप इसको कंटिन्यू करना चाहते हैं, तो आप ये नंबर लिखे हैं, मेरा नंबर है, डॉक्टर आलोक कुमार का नंबर है, हम लोगों का ईमेल आईडी है, आप नोट कर सकते हैं, स्क्रीनशॉट ले सकते हैं इस स्लाइड का, आप कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं, आपको उस ग्रुप में भी ऐड कर दिया जाएगा। बट मेन चीज यही है कि आपको इस प्रोसेस को कंटिन्यू रखना है, बिकॉज आज जो आपने फील किया, आप दोबारा अगर इसको प्रैक्टिस नहीं करेंगे, एनर्जी लेवल धीरे धीरे डाउन होता जाएगा। इसलिए बहुत जरूरी है आप इसको कंटिन्यू करिए, चाहे दिन में एक ही बार करिए। यूट्यूब चैनल भी पे भी बहुत सारे अवेलेबल हैं, जो फाउंडर हैं श्री माता जी, उनके वीडियोस, वहाँ पे आप बहुत अच्छी नॉलेज ले सकते हैं। तो इन सभी के साथ अभी फाइनली ये सेशन खत्म, और आप लोगों का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। अभी मैं देता हूँ ये, प्लीज मैम, नाउ ओवर टू यू।
Thank you so much, Girish sir.
थैंक
So now we will be moving on to the question and answer round. We would be taking up a couple of questions that we have received from our audience, and I'll be taking them one by one so that Alok sir or any other resource person can answer them. So the first question comes.
Yes.
First question that we have is that Sahaj Yoga is a very simple practice, but how can we ensure that we are able to do it more effectively?
Yes, it's a simple technique because actually I can give you an example. When actually you join a college or a school or any course, what happened on the very first day? Just the introduction, right? So in the similar manner, today is just the introduction about the theory part, practical aspects, a few techniques, but there is a lot more to know. Okay, for that purpose, you need to grow into the meditation. You need to attend more sessions of Sahaj Yoga meditation, which you can attend either by visiting the centers when the situations are normal, or by watching the YouTube videos, or by connecting with us on call or through email. Okay, so there is lot to know. It's simple, of course it's simple, the other steps are also simple, but yes, very gradually within a month or maximum within 2 months you get to know the potential of this yoga, which is highly effective. That is why it has been proved scientifically. Okay.
Right, right. Okay, so the next question is that how much sleep is required for this? Because when it so happens that when we do it for long periods of time, for example 6 hours, we usually tend to fall asleep.
Okay, first of all, it depends on the person. Okay, it depends person to person how much sleep actually required. Okay, but when you actually practice this meditation, okay, the 6 hour sleep is good enough, sufficient, because this meditation itself cures you. Okay, it self cures you. If you feel lethargy, you can cleanse your left channel. If you are feeling too active, okay, or aggressive, you can clear your right channel. Okay, so 6 hours sleep is good enough if you are in meditation.
Okay, thank you, sir. Sir, the last question is that can you please tell us what is the impact of chakras on human behavior?
See, the human behavior is total reflection of the status of your chakras. Okay, if your chakra, like if your fourth energy center like heart chakra is catching, then you feel fear. You have fear for certain things like stage fear or fear of the height. Okay, like that. Once you cure your heart energy center, gradually you feel that now you are becoming little more brave. Okay, that happens. So actually whatever you are, whether you are physically fit, mentally fit, or ill, that is exactly the reflection of your chakras that can be cured through this simple Sahaj Yoga meditation. Yep.
All
Any
right.
other question?
Sir, we have a couple of more questions. We've just received them.
Yeah.
Is there a difference
Yes.
between yoga and Sahaj Yoga?
Yes. Very good question. See, in general, if we see the history of the yoga, okay, initially there were 8 steps of yoga: yam, niyam, asan, pranayahar, pratyahar, dhyana, dharana, samadhi. Okay, so you need to go step by step, and it generally takes many years. Okay, more than 50 years, 20 years, 10 years, then you reach to the final fruit of the meditation, that is samadhi. Samadhi meaning where your buddhi, okay, your mind get the relaxation. Okay, but in Sahaj Yoga, it is spontaneous. It depends on your innate pure desire. Okay, if you are ready to take this meditation, if you are honest, you will get it instantly. Okay, very instantly. So that is why it reduces the time in this present time when everybody is busy. Okay, we don't have that much time that we go to the Himalaya and do the meditation. Oh, that time is not there. Okay, so the technique has evolved and has become Sahaj. That with your simple pure desire in Sahaj Yoga, you can achieve that meditative state. So that is why it is very simple and very effective and time reducing. Thank you.
Right, sir. Thank you so much. I would
मैम
now.
टू ये जो लास्ट क्वेश्चन आपने किया ना, आई आई
Mhm.
थिंक लास्ट क्वेश्चन, हाउ सहज योगा इज डिफरेंट, बेसिकली एक एक जस्ट ये कोट इसका आंसर है,
Mhm.
Yes,
अगर
because
अगर विजिबल है तो.
yes, Sahaj Yoga starts with the self-realization, with the experience. Okay,
Hmm.
actually, in meditation, you will see generally people don't talk about the Kundalini because what I believe, because it is very true that they don't know how to activate the Kundalini energy. And if you see the scriptures, even if you have seen the Ramayana, okay, there was a particular episode on the Kundalini awakening. So Kundalini awakening is the crux of meditation, and Sahaj Yoga meditation just start from this step.
Right.
So
Right.
this is something very great at present time. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your valuable time and answering all our queries, sir. I would now request Dr. C.S. Sharma, Coordinator IQAC SRCC, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope I'm audible, Marda.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's been a great pleasure hosting this workshop on Sahaj Yoga, started by Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi. And to this question, which was just now asked, how Sahaj Yoga is different from other forms of yoga, I would like to add one thing, that in this yoga, the biggest blessing that comes from the first day is that the power of divine, which we often converse and say God is doing everything. God is present in each and every being. Like in the Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna says, Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam Hrideshe Arjun Tishtati. That divine stays within the being of each and every thing that we see. Bhut means living and non-living. That the power of that divine manifests itself in the form of cool breeze. And this cool breeze was described by Adiguru Shankaracharya. And Adiguru Shankaracharya had said that it is so very difficult, nearly impossible to get immersed into that Param Chaitanya, the super consciousness, the Chaitana, which permeates every existence. The biggest thing in this meditation is that when you start doing it, when you sit in front of mother's photograph and you make a request, as has been told to you, clear my left side, clear my right side, you start getting connected to that ultimate power from which we have been created, this nature has been created, and eventually the whole universe will be subsumed by the same power. It is that real great experience that is given by Sahaj Yoga, and so easily, so simply. And it is because of that direct connection with the divine that we are able to experience all the benefits that these people have been listing since morning today. With these words, of course, I would like to thank on behalf of Shri Ram College of Commerce, our panelists, Mr. Anurag, Dr. Alok, Dr. Amitabh, Mr. Girish Shukla, Mr. Verma, Ms. Mithila. We are very deeply thankful to you for bringing this beautiful message of Sahaj Yoga to the participants. And I do sincerely hope that all those who have attended, they will start a completely new journey of life after having attended this. And I would very strongly urge that give it a try, and you will find the transformation occurring in each and every field of life. But of course, it will be within your choice. It is so simple, and such a big thing is given to us by such simple techniques and tools that it will be I cannot really express it. You know, it is like suppose somebody has never eaten pizza and one is told that pizza is very wonderful, and I keep describing the taste. I can describe it, but I will not be able to transmit that taste until you actually pick it up and try it. So that is the kind of thing it is. So I would once again like to thank Mr. Anurag, Dr. Alok, Dr. Amitabh, Mr. Girish Shukla, Mr. Verma, Ms. Mithila on behalf of Shri Ram College of Commerce and its fraternity. I would also like to thank Dr. Shikha, who has been working very hard for this, and Dr. Varda, who has been comparing Ms. Suman C and Dr. Gaurav Rana. These are the people who have been working very, very hard for managing this, organizing this, preparing all the details about this program, seeking permissions at different levels. I'm very thankful to all of them also. And I do sincerely hope and believe that this life-changing event which has been organized will prove very great for all the participants over here. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot, all of you, once again. I also would like to thank the participants who patiently heard this, and real thank to them will be that they take benefit out of it, they practice it, try it for some time, and take advantage. The gentleman here and the lady, Ms. Mithila, Mr. Verma, Mr. Girish Shukla, Dr. Amitabh, Dr. Alok, Anurag, I am sure they will be available 24/7 to guide you, help you, assist you for anything that you would like to seek. So this I am making a commitment on their behalf, because I know these people are very committed and they are taking this message of divinity to everyone so that the humanity realizes itself and realizes itself and finds its true calling, for the purpose for which we have really come on this earth. Thank you all. Thank you very much. Over to Ms. Varda. Varda? 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 Are you there? Am I audible?
That. Thank you so much, everyone, and take care.